Solo Sikoa entrusts Paul Heyman with the Ula Fala, a shocking sign of loyalty or betrayal. The camera pans over a packed arena, the WWE Universe buzzing with anticipation. The ring is empty except for one man, Paul Heyman. Clad in his signature suit, he grips the microphone tightly, his face a mix of anxiety and determination. Paul Heyman, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. The crowd erupts into a mix of cheers and boos, the weight of his words settling over the arena like a storm cloud. Paul Heyman. And on this monumental, history-defining episode of Monday Night Raw, the world will finally get the answer to the most important question in the history of the Bloodline. The question that has divided families, sparked betrayals, and left a legacy hanging by a thread. Who is the true tribal chief? Is it the undisputed, reigning, defending head of the table, Roman Reigns? Or is it the rising enforcer of destruction, Solo Sikoa? Heyman pauses, letting the gravity of the moment sink in. His voice trembles slightly, showing rare vulnerability. Paul Heyman. This Monday, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa will step into the ring for a tribal combat match that will change the course of WWE forever. And let me make one thing abundantly clear. I am here tonight because I know that when the dust settles, there will be one winner and one loser. The crowd roars, sensing the high stakes. Heyman paces in the ring, the tension building with every word. Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns and I taught Solo Sikoa everything he knows. We showed him what it means to be the tribal chief. We molded him, shaped him, prepared him for greatness. But now Solo believes he's ready to take that title for himself. Why? Because he saw an opportunity. He stole the sacred Ula Fala, the very symbol of tribal leadership and respect within the Samoan dynasty. He used that to divide the bloodline, to drive a wedge so deep that Jimmy Uso and I were cast out. And in our place, he brought in Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, men who now stand by his side, ready to tear down the legacy Roman and I built. Heyman pauses, his voice breaking slightly as he points to the camera. Paul Heyman. But let us not forget the road that brought us here. Roman Reigns has stood across the ring from legends, Seth freaking Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and so many others. He has faced every challenger, and time after time, he has emerged victorious as the undisputed tribal chief. And Solo Sikoa? Solo saw that legacy. He watched it, studied it, and then, like a snake in the grass, he struck when we least expected it. He saw his moment to rise, and he took it. The crowd is in a frenzy as Heyman's words fuel the drama. Suddenly, Solo Sikoa's music hits, cutting through the noise like a knife. The arena lights dim, and the ominous beat signals his arrival. Solo Sikoa steps onto the stage, the Ula Fala draped over his shoulder like a crown of defiance. His face is cold, emotionless, as he makes his way to the ring. The crowd boos loudly, but Solo remains unfazed, his eyes locked on Heyman. The enforcer of the bloodline climbs into the ring, his presence alone sending a wave of tension through the air. Heyman takes a step back, visibly shaken. Solo, I am not ashamed to admit it. I am terrified of you. I have been ever since the day you blindsided me and attacked me months ago. And now, with this tribal combat match looming, I have every reason to be afraid. Because you are an unstoppable force, a man with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Solo snatches the microphone from Heyman's trembling hands, his voice cold and deliberate. Phoenix, acknowledge me. The crowd erupts, boos echoing through the arena as Solo's voice cuts through the noise like thunder. He takes a step closer to Heyman, towering over him. Solo Sikoa. You've said enough, Heyman. Let me tell you why I'm here. Monday night is going to change everything. The tribal combat match will determine the future of the bloodline. But there's one thing I need to address before that happens. Solo pauses, his gaze piercing through Heyman like a blade. The Ula Fala, the symbol of our family's legacy. I need someone to hold it during the match. Someone who is trustworthy. Someone who loves this family. Someone who won't disrespect it. And that someone is you. The crowd is stunned into silence, and Heyman's face twists in shock. He takes a step back, shaking his head in disbelief. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm entrusting you with the Ula Fala. Not because I trust you, but because I need to send a message. On Monday night, I will acknowledge Roman Reigns as tribal chief if he beats me. I will bow down if he proves himself worthy. But when I beat him, and I will beat him, you, Paul Heyman, will be my wise man, forever. And Roman, Roman will have no choice but to bow down to me. Heyman stares at Solo, his face a mixture of fear, confusion, and reluctant acceptance. The camera zooms in on the Ula Fala, the sacred symbol of power, as the weight of Solo's words hangs heavy in the air. Why did Solo Sikoa entrust Paul Heyman with the Ula Fala? This shocking decision raises critical questions. Is Solo's move a sign of loyalty, or is it a calculated betrayal? 1. A strategic mind game. Entrusting Heyman with the Ula Fala might be Solo's way of asserting his dominance over Reigns. Heyman is the ultimate symbol of loyalty to Roman Reigns, and by placing him in this role, Solo sends a clear message. He is in control. It's a move designed to rattle Reigns ahead of their match. 2. Testing Heyman's allegiances. Solo's decision could also be a test of Heyman's loyalty. If Heyman falters or shows even a hint of favor toward Reigns, it could expose cracks in the bloodline. On the flip side, if Heyman follows through, it could mark a pivotal shift in the balance of power within the family. Number 3, a potential betrayal. Many fans are speculating that this is Solo's way of setting Heyman up for a fall. If Heyman fails to deliver, it could justify Solo's claim to the title of tribal chief. Alternatively, if Heyman remains loyal to Roman, Solo might use that as fuel to further his rebellion. 4. Symbolism of the Ula Fala. The Ula Fala isn't just a necklace, it's a sacred symbol of leadership and respect within the Samoan dynasty. By placing it in Heyman's hands, Solo is staking his claim to the legacy it represents. But is this a move of respect or a cunning power play? What does this mean for Roman Reigns? This development could mark a turning point in Roman Reigns' reign as tribal chief. If Solo defeats him, it would shatter the foundation of the bloodline and force Reigns into an unprecedented position of submission. However, if Reigns wins, it could solidify his legacy as the undisputed leader of the Samoan dynasty. Stay tuned to WWE Insider Report for all the latest updates on this groundbreaking storyline. Who will emerge as the true tribal chief? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.